Okay, so normally when I get my wig, I always try it on just to make sure that I actually like the wig. So when I do this, I'll brush it, comb it, play with the texture, see if it sheds or anything like that. I'll check out the hairline, even though to me the hairline really doesn't matter because I never like pay attention to the hairline. But that's all I do when I first get the wig out the package. Now here I'm just showing you that this wig does come with baby hair around the perimeter. So this is what the parting on my unit looks like. I do pay attention to the parting just to see if I'll need to bleach the knots or if the knots are already bleached. But this is a full lace unit, so it all looks like scalp on your whole head. Now, I always co-wash or shampoo all of my units. With this one, I'm only doing a co-wash because it is red and I didn't really want to strip any of the color. But as you can see, it's really not bleeding at all. So I really like that. And all I'm doing is just putting conditioner all over the unit. I do get the whole unit wet, the cap and everything, because when I'm doing what I'm going to do next, I want it to be super flat. So while I wash, I do run my fingers through it just to see if it'll tangle or if it's shedding or all of that. I do that while the hair is wet. And as you can see, it did shed a little bit, but not a whole lot. So I'm just going to continue to wash and that's it. Now here's the fun part. After I've washed the wig, I put the wig on while it's wet and I part the hair just to see how I want to wear it, because after you mold the wig down, you'll have to re-wet it to see where you want to part it at. So I never do this on the mannequin. I always do it on my head, and I'll just play with the part to see if I want a middle part or if I want a side part. Now this is optional, like you can do it while the hair is dry, but it's harder to get the hair to lay flat. And if you want the hair to be like super flat and not move, this is what you have to do. It's just like when you go to the salon and you get your hair molded down and you sit under the dryer. It's the exact same thing, but I'm not sitting under a dryer. So I opted for like a side curve part, as you can see. And yeah. Okay, so after it's on my head, it then goes on the mannequin head, and this is just where I'll comb the hair out and make sure it's all flat and laying in one direction. And after I do that, then I'll get my scarf, as you can see. And then I'll just tie the wig down to the mannequin head, just like you would your own hair. But I don't do it on my head, I just do it on the mannequin head, and I'll let it sit like this overnight, so in the morning time it should be dry. Dun, da, da, da. So the big reveal, you just take your scarf off, however, And voila, as you can see, the wig is so flat. This is how you get that super flat natural look. And I always get questions on how to cut the lace off lace wigs, which is the easiest thing ever. All you have to do is cut. You can cut as close to the hairline or you can cut as far away. I know some people use the lace to blend in on their head, but I don't. So I cut off all of the lace, but I just make sure not to cut any of the hair. Sometimes I do, but it really doesn't matter. Just make sure you're extra careful and your scissors are really sharp. Yay, she's ready. Now just to see how I styled my wig, stay tuned. Bye guys.